Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we have a thrilling lineup of stories for you. First up, Chinese EV maker Hozon Auto is gearing up for a high-stakes $1 billion IPO in Hong Kong to fuel its ambitious expansion into Southeast Asia. With the Neta EV brand already making waves in Thailand, Hozon aims to conquer new markets but faces steep challenges, including local competition and high costs. Next, India is charting a new course by encouraging Chinese manufacturers to set up shop within its borders and export to Western markets. This strategy aims to reduce India's massive trade deficit with China and protect against potential export restrictions. Lastly, the Pentagon has uncovered an additional $2 billion in accounting errors for military aid sent to Ukraine, pushing the total to $8.2 billion. This discovery could pave the way for more aid to Kyiv, amidst ongoing geopolitical tensions. Please stay tuned for more details on these exciting stories. Reuters Breaking Views reports that Hozon, the Chinese EV maker, is preparing for a $1 billion IPO in Hong Kong to fund its expansion into Southeast Asia, particularly in countries like Thailand and Indonesia. This region is enticing for manufacturers like Hozon and BYD due to fewer local competitors and lower car ownership rates. Hozon's Neta brand is already the second-largest EV brand in Thailand, contributing significantly to the company's sales growth. However, this aggressive push comes with risks, including potential market saturation and regulatory backlash. Local governments may want to protect their established auto industries, and the overall market size in Southeast Asia is still relatively small compared to China. Hozon's expansion strategy involves building factories with a combined annual capacity of over 100,000 vehicles, but the financial burden of such investments is substantial. In another Reuters Breaking Views article, India is positioning itself as a gateway for Chinese companies to access Western markets amid the ongoing Sino-American trade war. Chief Economic Advisor V. Anantha Nageswaran suggests that India should attract Chinese manufacturers to set up operations locally, rather than relying on low-value imports from China. This strategy aims to reduce India's trade deficit with China and protect against potential export restrictions from Beijing. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has shown support for this approach, despite historical tensions between the two countries. Companies like Shine and SAIC Motor are already making moves in India, but many investment proposals from China remain pending. The success of this strategy heavily depends on the evolving dynamics of the US-China trade war and the upcoming US presidential election. According to The Guardian, the Pentagon has uncovered an additional $2 billion in accounting errors related to military aid sent to Ukraine, bringing the total to $8.2 billion. This error was due to using replacement value rather than depreciated value for the equipment sent. This discovery paves the way for more aid to be sent to Kyiv. Meanwhile, Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba has urged Hong Kong to prevent Russia from using the region to bypass sanctions. In Russia, a court has detained the head of a defense ministry construction division on abuse of power charges, part of a broader crackdown on high-ranking officials. Additionally, Russian and Chinese bombers flew together near Alaska for the first time, signaling deepening military cooperation. Other international developments include the Turkish Navy intercepting a potentially explosive marine drone in the Black Sea and debris from a suspected Russian drone landing in Romania. The Netherlands and Denmark have also pledged to deliver Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine by the end of summer. South China Morning Post: despite geopolitical tensions, Hong Kong's law enforcement remains resilient in its crime-fighting efforts, according to Security Minister Chris Tang Ping Kung. Although the suspension of extradition agreements by several Western countries has posed challenges, Tang emphasized that the city has not become a haven for criminals. Instead, Hong Kong continues to collaborate with international agencies on a case-by-case basis, particularly for non-sensitive crimes. Tang highlighted the recent issuance of an Interpol Red Notice for Wang Qingkit, a cryptocurrency promoter, as an example of effective international cooperation. While geopolitical strains have impacted training exchange programs, Tang assured that the government is focused on improving the business environment and facilitating travel between Hong Kong and mainland China. This includes new permits for foreign passport holders with permanent residency and enhanced border crossing arrangements, all aimed at bolstering the city's role as a financial hub while safeguarding national security. South China Morning Post, Siobhan Haughey's choice of swimsuit could be a crucial factor in her quest for Olympic gold, according to Sunny Trigg, a self-proclaimed swimsuit nerd who has been working with the Hong Kong swim team. Trigg, who has a significant following on social media for his expertise in swimsuit technology, advised Haughey and fellow swimmer Ian Ho to switch from comfortable suits to sprint suits with special taping that enhances performance. Haughey, who is sponsored by Arena, will be wearing the Aquaforce Storm CP racing swimsuit in Paris, while Ho may opt for the Speedo LZR Pure Valor shorts. Trigg believes that while the right swimsuit can offer marginal gains, it is Haughey's professionalism and dedication that truly set her apart from her competitors. Despite advancements in swimsuit technology, such as Speedo's water-repellent fast-skin LZR Racer, World Aquatics rules ensure that all apparel is made from permeable materials to maintain fair competition. BBC, the global self-storage industry is experiencing a boom, driven by rising rents and the need for affordable storage solutions. In Toronto, Apple Storage is bustling with diverse activities, from candle boxing to e-bike repairs and even Bitcoin ATM storage. Co-owner David Allen noted that businesses are increasingly opting for self-storage due to its cost-effectiveness compared to traditional office space. This trend is not limited to Canada, it is evident worldwide as storage companies capitalize on vacant commercial spaces left by the pandemic. In the UK, the industry reached over £1 billion in revenue last year, while in Asia, the side hustle culture is fueling growth. Entrepreneur Dean Booty, who runs a successful self-storage podcast, highlights the industry's profitability and potential. However, not everyone is enthusiastic. Housing advocates like Ben Toomey criticize the industry for profiting from the lack of adequate living space. Despite differing opinions, self-storage remains a practical solution for many, exemplified by Kevin Sui's e-bike repair business in Toronto, which found an affordable and convenient home in a storage facility. South China Morning Post. With post-pandemic travel to mainland China growing, many Hong Kong residents are on the lookout for weekend getaway options. Zhongshan, renamed from Xiangshan in 1925 to honor Sun Yat-sen, has become a popular destination for sightseeing, dining, and shopping. The new Shenzhen-Zhongshan link makes travel between the two cities faster and more convenient. A day trip from Hong Kong to Zhongshan can be an enriching experience. Starting from Wan Chai, Hong Kong, travelers can take a coach to the Shenzhen Bay Immigration Control Point. After passing swiftly through immigration, the journey into Zhongshan city center offers stunning panoramic views of the skylines. A visit to the Zhongshan City Museum reveals a blend of Eastern and Western architectural styles and a diverse range of exhibits, from Chinese ceramics to historical artifacts. Lunch at Guxiang Ju, a restaurant famous for its roasted pigeon, offers a taste of local delicacies. The afternoon can be spent exploring Sun Wen Memorial Park and the Museum of Dr. Sun Yat-sen, which provides an intimate look at the revolutionary's early life and legacy. The day concludes with a peaceful ferry ride back to Hong Kong, making Zhongshan a refreshing escape from urban life. South China Morning Post. A Chinese brokerage, Tiger Brokers, launched an AI-powered trade bot, Tiger GPT, in May 2023 to help investors sift through financial information and generate investment advice. A year later, the bot has proven useful in reviewing real-time stock prices, exchange filings, and analyst reports, saving investors a significant amount of time. Wang Yin, vice president of product at the brokerage, stated that Tiger GPT helps users pick individual stocks and efficiently process financial news. However, the bot is not without its flaws. It can produce false information, a common issue with generative AI products. To improve accuracy, the company has been training the bot with historical financial data. Tiger GPT is available in markets including Singapore, Hong Kong, Macau, Australia, and New Zealand, with most users based in Singapore and Hong Kong. Despite its current limitations, the trade bot represents a step forward in the practical application of AI in the financial sector, and future updates may enable it to generate its own analyses to capture early investment trends. SCMP opinion. The possibility of Hong Kong getting a third medical school has improved with ongoing talks between Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, GUST, and Imperial College London. This development is welcome news for a city struggling with a shortage of medical professionals. While efforts to attract talent from the mainland and abroad have helped, developing local talent is seen as a more sustainable approach. The existing medical schools at the University of Hong Kong and Chinese University have already increased their annual intake and announced new graduate programs. A third medical school could offer a different curriculum, targeting students with a first degree to recruit the best global talent. Former Hospital Authority Chairman Anthony Wu Tingyuk suggested that a graduate entry approach would prevent competition with other medical schools for students. The new institution could also help generate medical sector opportunities across Asia, including in the Greater Bay Area Development Zone. GUST President Professor Nancy Ip has reportedly sought support from Beijing, which envisions the city as a biomedical hub. However, many academic, logistical, and regulatory steps must be taken to ensure the long-term health of the sector. South China Morning Post. Peter Phillips, the son of Princess Anne and nephew of King Charles, has introduced his new girlfriend, Harriet Sperling, to the royal family. A pediatric nurse specialist for the NHS and a freelance writer, Sperling has already met Queen Camilla and King Charles at various high-profile events, including the Royal Ascot and Wimbledon Tennis Championships. Described as looking very happy and relaxed in Phillips's company, Sperling is also a single mother and a devout Christian. She has written about her experiences as a single mother and her deep faith, which she believes has strengthened her bond with her daughter. Interestingly, Sperling has aristocratic roots, being connected to the Courage Brewing dynasty and the Duke of Gloucester through former marital ties. South China Morning Post. Gap years have become a transformative experience for many, including my daughter, who returned from her travels more independent and culturally aware. The concept of a gap year has evolved, with podcasts like My Year in Mensa and Hitman for Hire offering unique perspectives on such experiences. Jamie Loftus's journey into Mensa highlights intelligence and elitism, while David Weese's life as a franchise cricketer showcases the challenges and adventures of a professional athlete. Other podcasts like A Year to Change Your Mind and The Habitat delve into personal growth and social experiments, providing listeners with insights into how a year dedicated to new experiences can lead to significant personal development. The rise of silver gap years for older adults and family gap years shows that this concept is not limited to young people but is embraced by individuals of all ages seeking new adventures. South China Morning Post. Despite efforts to diversify manufacturing away from China, Chinese manufacturers are set to dominate the Paris Olympics with their mass-produced goods, from sports equipment to souvenirs. Companies like Sonic Composite Technology, the sole provider of windsurfing equipment for the Games, highlight China's unmatched speed and efficiency in production. Even as some low-end manufacturing shifts to countries like Vietnam and India, China's comprehensive supply chain and advanced manufacturing capabilities keep it at the forefront. Paul Tai of Mainetti Group emphasizes that China's manufacturing sector remains competitive, both in high-end and low-end products, due to its well-organized supply chain and cost-competitive nature. As China continues to innovate and move up the value chain, its role in global manufacturing remains indispensable, with Chinese products being integral to major international events like the Olympics. New York Times. The Paris Olympics have arrived, promising a vibrant spectacle unlike the subdued Tokyo Games of 2021. The opening ceremony, set along the Seine River, features athletes parading in national costumes, a visual treat for the packed stands. With over 300 events, including women's swimming, men's basketball, and tennis, the Games will run until August 11. Key athletes to watch include Leon Marchand, dubbed the French Michael Phelps, and judoka Teddy Riner, aiming for his third heavyweight gold. Simone Biles and Katie Ledecky also promise to captivate, with Ledecky poised to become the most decorated American woman in Olympic history, coinciding with a historic near-equal representation of male and female competitors. South China Morning Post. Chet Hanks, son of Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, is opening up about his journey to sobriety and fatherhood. Once embroiled in controversy and substance abuse, Chet now shares how the birth of his daughter Micaiah in April 2016 transformed his life. In a heartfelt Instagram video, he credits his daughter for his sobriety, having been clean for over a year and a half. His ex-partner, Tiffany Miles, remains a private figure, living away from the spotlight. Micaiah made a rare public appearance in 2019 at her grandmother Rita Wilson's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony, emphasizing the family's close-knit nature despite their public lives. South China Morning Post. Cherophobia, the irrational fear of being happy, resonates deeply with Eden Morales, a 33-year-old designer from Manila. This condition, although not officially recognized in the DSM-5, significantly impacts Morales' ability to enjoy positive moments, stemming from deep-seated anxieties and cultural attitudes. Clinical psychologist Dr. Ken Fung explains that cherophobia can overlap with anxiety and depressive disorders, often influenced by trauma or restrictive familial attitudes towards joy. Morales combats his fear through daily journaling and gratitude practices, finding solace in simple pleasures. Professional treatments like CBT and exposure therapy can also help individuals gradually embrace happiness, promoting a balanced perspective towards joy. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn the lights on screen. What's the latest scene? Just you and